Thank you. Keep going. Don't lift it up too hard because I'm worried about smacking yourself in the head. Well done. Should we let Mum and Dad have a go as well? That they can let out some latent rage? Hard as you can. Mum want to have a go as well? Yeah. Have a go. Lovely job. Should we have a look at how flat it is now? Perfect. Hold it in hand. So that's our blank. So now drop him in there for me. We put it in the middle. And then we put that on top. And this is the interesting bit, because I now have to hold this while you hit it, because otherwise the blank jumps and it will spin around and go wonky. So hit that on there
really careful.
3 times and avoid the fingers because I'm woefully underinsured. Well done. Shall I have one more for you?
Yeah.
And there is your coin.
Wow. That's so good.
At the moment, because I really feel we need to educate. We need to educate more. Again, it seems sad that we've gone backwards, but it feels to me like we've gone back to 2017. The efforts that I'm trying to, and it's kind of sad. We should be further forward. It shouldn't be an issue. Separating dual materials and keeping them in a vessel shouldn't be an issue. This is in India, a fish they built on the beach in India. This is again just a dragon we made at a festival, made out of cans. Again, you know, these beautiful things are all made very simply in little craft workshops. And what's happening as well, which is wonderful, which wasn't happening when we first started this, is that around the world now there are cottage industries thriving on waste materials. There's Tetra Paks are being turned into corrugated roofing in Indonesia. Tetra Paks in India are being turned into school books. You know, pretty much outside of this country, this is made of paper, but pretty much all the materials that we deal with in our life are being transformed into some kind of artistic or craft material today, and it's fantastic. I don't have my full listing of all of these lovely little companies. Again, that's just a Tetra Pak turned into a wallet. We do little workshops like that. Cardboard boxes, little boxes made out of flyers. These are made out of cans. We melt wax into them, make little tea lights. This is a friend of mine taking recycled glass in Bali and moulding it, reblowing it back into ornamental objects. She's doing fantastically. That's a guy I know that makes amazing wildlife out of CDs. You know, this is a project we did in Ireland where we greened up a part of the city with nature and recycled materials. Again, and back in the 1600s, well, 16, 17, 1800s, paper mache was a fundamental construction in France. They made furniture, tables, chairs out of paper mache. You know, and again, paper and card has gone from, before the pandemic it was £30 a tonne. During the pandemic it went up to £160 a tonne because they couldn't get any cardboard, because Amazon was using cardboard at such a rate of not sending out packages to all you lot at home. And the recycling wasn't being recycled because apparently coronavirus was on everything. So everyone was throwing everything in the one bin. We had a catastrophic shortage of cardboard in that period, and it shot up to £160 a tonne, and it's not come down, to be honest. So that's just an example just a small example of what happened in that period. So our recycling efforts went out the window, and our buying efforts just shot through the roof, and we had this imbalance. But it shows you the real value of each material once you separate it. Again, cardboard, beautiful, beautiful material. You make a lot of things from it. This is just an old barrel. You know, these are all projects that I've been involved with, that I've made And here we go, this is a nice little picture. This is the, why we like to bin our empties and why we like to collect our materials, because the ocean has 800 million tons, you believe that? 800 million tons of plastic is in the ocean right now. It's not the stuff we're producing, that's already there, that we've got to get out. And then what do you do with it? This is the funny thing. A lot of people are on this buzz of banning plastic, and I don't feel it's a very good move, because it's here, and it's here for 5,000 years. Plastic is not going away. We're going to have to use it. So the 800 million tons we have in the ocean that we will eventually get out of the ocean, because it's not going anywhere for thousands of years, needs to be dealt with. And what do we do with it? This is at a festival, it's great. This is just a bunch of surfers against the sewage, but also just then demonstrating that, that's what they surf in. If you go to Bali, and I know, no joke, some of the waves are literally like that. And if you go out to Indonesia and stuff, and it's quite shocking really, what is in our oceans, mainly the hard plastics.
It's like hypnotic, isn't it? Let's see what we've got with it. Whoa! Look at that, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Good for you.
We're going to hang that one up to our amazing.
Yes! Just like that. Oh, without dropping those, that's a little bit better, that's what we like. Okay, for the next trick I will need help from somebody in the audience. Does anybody want to come and help me?
Yes!
Who shall we have? Your hand went up nice and quick. Do you want to come out and help me? Perfect. What's your name for me? Bear, is it? Everyone give Bear a big clap for coming out. Being very brave. Perfect. Okay, right, I'm just going to give you my hat there, you can wear that. So, oh, you don't have knits, do you, Bear? No? Well, you do now, anyway. No, don't worry, that's okay. It's only a joke. Right, I'm going to juggle the 5 balls, which I'll just explain is very difficult on its own to really give you an idea. This took me a whole year to learn, practicing every single day for a whole year just to do 5 juggling balls, so that really gives you an idea how difficult that is. And then the trick is, There, if you could just take the hat off your head now for me, hold it out in both hands in front of you just like that. Okay, now the trick is I'm going to try and throw off, I'm going to juggle all 5 balls, then I'm going to throw all of them up one at a time, and hopefully Bear is going to catch all 5 in the hat in a row, and you guys are going to clap, cheer, go.